Welcome to your stock request for the 19th of April. I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Today we're going to look at Vocus, Whitehaven Coal, A2 Milk and Aruma Resources. Just bear in mind any advice is general only. Make sure you send in your request at mail@fairmontequities.com and I'll try to cover it next week. Okay, first stock is Vocus. So as we can see on the weekly chart, it's had clearly a rough ride over the last few years. Unfortunately, the shares are still struggling. As we can see over the last year, fairly sharp movements down, and that's generally been on high volume as well. In terms of a positive, it does look as though it's making a falling wedge, as we could see on this weekly chart. So the shares are getting lower, but the range is tightening, and at some point, as it continues to tighten, we'll be looking for a breakout. It could break to the downside. Usually it would break to the upside, but for the moment, we're just going to see a lot of sideways action with Vocus until we do see that breakout. Whitehaven Coal is the next one. Great run over the last couple of years. We can see that it peaked. I'll just move to a daily chart. We could see that it peaked here in early February and started to get sold off. But what you'll notice is it's started to build up here over the last few weeks again to form a triangle. And we could see, especially in the last 2 days, a good move up. And you'll notice the volume down here. So nice pickup in volume as it breaks out of this consolidation, which is a positive. So I'll move back to the weekly chart. If we're looking for a target, we can see this is near the all-time high. So we could, looks like there might be a bit of resistance here, maybe also here. So generally I'd be looking at sort of the mid fives as a target for Whitehaven Coal. So yeah, nice breakout there, nice volume. That's a trade that you can jump on right now. A2 Milk, we have looked at this one a few times, but seem to be getting a few requests again for it. Nice move up on volume. Then it's been tracking sideways on lower volume. So essentially, the shares are just consolidating that good move up. The fact that they're not getting sold down too sharply on volume is a good sign. So at this point, I'd say that the uptrend for A2 Milk should resume fairly soon. We just need to wait for it to finish consolidating here. So it looks like a hold. Not necessarily a buy if you're looking to buy something that's moving now. Probably not A2 Milk, but at the moment, just consolidating, and at some point I'd bet that it would break higher. Of course, it could break lower, so just be careful, but at the moment it's looking pretty good. Okay, and finally, the final request we have is Aruma Resources, AAJ. Not one I'm familiar with. But moving to a weekly chart, we could see that it's done nothing for a while, and then in the last 6 months it's shot up. The moves up have been on volume, which is good. Now it's just consolidating that move. It's come back a bit, I guess it's come back fairly deep, unfortunately, but if you're holding this, I'd say that there should be further upside, just going off the fact that we had good move on volume, and any sort of move back is on almost no volume. So if you're looking to buy it, I'd be looking for a breakout. So it looks like there's a bit of a downtrend there. I mean, depending on where we draw the line, it looks like it's sort of poised to have a bit of a break. So I'd be waiting for a similar pattern to that with Whitehaven Coal, in that you want to see a move out of this range and you want to see some big volume come in. Okay, well that's it for today. As always, send me your request. and also share this video on social media. The more people that view the video, the more requests I get, and the more chance I have to filter that down to some great opportunities for everybody else.